I wanted to share just a beautiful idea that I heard about the Haggadah that I was not aware of until I just heard this literally just yesterday. That was very cool. So we know that before we recite the Manishtana, before the youngest person at the Seder asks the 4 questions, the Haggadah says, Kan haben shoel. Here the young child asks. You know, that's the introduction that the Haggadah makes, that the young child asks the questions, the 4 questions. And this goes under the radar, but the Satmar Rav says that what this means is it's not just referring to the child at the Seder who's asking the questions, but it's actually referring to each and every one of us. This is the time for us to ask the questions. Right before the Manishtana, it's a time for you and me and everyone else to ask God our questions, the questions we have, the requests we have, the prayers we have. It's an Eis Ratzon. It's a time that is very auspicious time for us to lay out our needs before God, to beg Him, to ask Him for whatever it is that we need. And whatever that is, this year, I know I personally, I'm going to use this opportunity and to think about the things that I need, that I want, and to formulate them into a prayer at this point of the Seder. There's so much in the world that we're dealing with right now. The war in Ukraine, the uptick in terror in Israel, people going through personal things, people we know ourselves in our community, whatever it is, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of help that we could use. We know the Seder is a time to strengthen our faith, to strengthen our emunah. And we know that just as Hashem delivered us from the darkest, most confined place in the past, when we were slaves in Egypt for many years, and yet He performed unbelievable miracles unlike anything we've ever seen in our history. Just like that happened in the past, we know that's going to happen again in the future, both communally and individually. So whatever we're going through personally, whatever our personal Mitzrayims are, our personal Egypts, our personal confinements are, on the Seder night, we begin the process of being redeemed from those struggles, those challenges that we face. And the first step will be when it says, Kana ben Shoel, here the child asks. That's really an instruction for us. We need to ask. We need to formulate what it is that we need and how we can start getting out of our own darkness, our own Egypts, and we too can experience beautiful redemption for ourselves. Have a beautiful, happy Pesach, Kosher v'Sameach, and wishing everyone a beautiful, happy and healthy Passover.